Hello, I'm Beaumont, and this is Viewpoint. This is episode 1Z in our coding, which means the first full season of Viewpoint is over and done with, or will be at the end of this episode. Now, season 2 will see a number of changes to the program, not dissimilar to the changes this program has seen over the course of this first season. I thought it might be a good idea to look back at this first season of Viewpoint. Now, back in the early episodes, one story did dominate in the lead up to the local and the European elections: the UK MP's expenses scandal. There's no doubt in my mind that if you've done something wrong, I mean like really wrong, you should go. And you look through that list of MPs and what they've done and claimed for, the ridiculousness of some of it, the total idioticness. Some of them really should go. The Conservatives were the party that seemed to benefit the most from the debacle, gaining seats and councils in the local elections and putting together a very strong performance in the European elections. Anti-European Union party UKIP also benefited, more so ironically, in the European elections. Strangely though, where a Conservative MP was implicated, Labour did not get the same kickback, with the Lib Dems and other minority parties doing better in those situations. In the long, protracted general election campaign to come, watching both Tory and Labour performance alongside the more minor parties is going to be particularly interesting. Now, two other stories not only garnered my attention, but yours too. The coup by Republicans in the New York State Senate was one. My view on all this is that it just shows the depths, once again, that the Republicans will go to in order to get their own way. They're not really interested in reform. I don't believe that for a second. They've had 40 years of being able to reform. It hasn't happened. So I don't believe this is going to happen. I don't believe there's going to be any reform. I believe we're just going to see more of the same Republican bully boy tactics that we have seen time and again in Republican politics in the United States. Enough is enough. Now, this was a coup, a pure power play for no other reason than to get themselves elected. It's not on. You know, the Democrats won the election for the New York Senate fair and square, 32-30. Close, yes, but it was a fair election. And why the Republicans cannot just say, all right, well, fine, we'll just have to try harder the next time the election comes round, I don't know. But this smells of bully boy and power grabbing rather than getting on with the democracy that the Republicans claim they cherish so much, yet have shown both in national politics in the previous administration and now here in New York that they seem more interested in power for themselves rather than democracy. Now, that brought the most response from you, with every respondent taking the view that the Republicans had not behaved shamefully. It has to be said, though, that although the Democrats had not been guilt-free either in this affair, thankfully the will of the people who voted back in November has been respected. Now, the other was about the politician who lost his job because his wife was a porn star. Decides to make her living making porn movies legally doesn't mean you have the right to fire her husband from his job. What his wife does for a living is not a justifiable cause of firing. I see a wrongful dismissal lawsuit in this story's future. Over 300 of you watched that episode, and it continues to generate views. I have to say thank you everyone who has visited the blog, watched the episodes on YouTube, and contributed to the discussion. Thank you all very, very much. We'll have much more where those came from very soon. That's Viewpoint. I'm Ian Beaumont. Thank you for watching. Till next time, stay sharp, stay tuned. Goodbye for now.